Hello, I'm Berni Xiong. Life Spark with Berni Xiong LLC at bernixiong.com. Today is Monday, May 23rd, 2011, and this is episode 24 of Get a Life Spark. Okay, thank you everybody for joining us this week. This week's topic of discussion, very near and dear to my heart. We're going to be talking about becoming more resourceful. And why is that important? Because becoming more resourceful can really help enrich your life personally, your career professionally, and interpersonally in all of your relationships. I had to learn how to become resourceful in my own life, as all of you know, when I took a leap of faith and left corporate sales to start my own business. And it was very challenging emotionally, mentally, physically, financially. But I will say this, a lot of the times they say you can only make money from money. You can only achieve success if you're rich. Only the wealthy succeed. And I can tell you that already. Even having a mindset like that can already become your own barrier to success. But in my own experience, and what I can tell you with confidence and strong conviction, is that sure, those things make it easier. I do not deny that. But what I will say is this: it is not impossible to achieve the success that you want in your life, career, or relationship if you not only have acquired a positive mindset, but that you have also taken deliberate action in your life. And lastly, and very, very importantly, again, our topic of discussion this week is learning how to become resourceful, especially for those who feel as though they lack resources to begin with. So in this video blog, I'm going to share with you a few stories. We're going to talk about some stories related to personal self-development. We're also going to talk about career, professional things, jobs. And then we're also going to talk about relationships, failed relationships, breakups, divorce, new relationships. And I'm hoping by sharing some of these stories with you, asking you a few compelling questions, and then providing you with some feedback I have in relation to those specific stories and how becoming more resourceful can help you to achieve your success. I'm hoping that you can walk away from this video and the written blog and feel as though you've acquired enough resources and tools yourself to be able to move forward. But you've got to show up. You've got to take what I'm sharing with you here and really deliberately do something about it. And hope that this not only inspires you but impacts you to take action and help you to get from where you are now to where you want to be in your life. Okay, so thank you for bearing with me. Here goes some of the stories we're going to talk about. I'm going to break it up into 3 different categories. The first category, we're going to talk about the relationships. The second category, we're going to talk about career. And the last category is self and body and self-image, self-esteem. The first part, on the front about, a relationship is ending. I was coaching somebody, and one of the questions that she asked me and kind of said rhetorically was, I don't remember how to be me, who I was before my marriage. I'm a mother, I'm a wife, I work, and I've forgotten about myself all of these years. I don't even know where to begin. I don't even know what to do. How am I going to get through this? If I stay married, it's going to be a challenge, but I need to get myself back and demand the respect that I deserve. But if I leave and I get a divorce, I still need to find out, where do I go from here? What do I do? Who am I? And we'll come back to that. The second piece, we're talking about new relationships. A certain person that I'd coached, he talked about how a relationship had ended because he had strayed. Another relationship had ended after that because he felt that he had failed. He said he was too needy. And then the new relationship he was in, he really wanted help to make sure that he did not fail this time, and that he would become the new and improved him in the new relationship, because he was sick and tired of bringing over the bad behavioral patterns that he felt were the impetus to the failed relationships. And so when I think about these two different scenarios, they're very, very unique, very different, because one is perceived as exciting, fresh, and new, and the other one is perceived as sad and gloomy and somber. But what I will say is this, you know, there's a lot of inner chatter that we'll have about, did I do enough to save the marriage? Why did he stray? Why was I not good enough? Did he find somebody better? Is she better than me? Is she prettier than me? I'm only a wife and a mother. I don't know how to be an individual. I don't spend time and money on myself. And the questions just, they may seem like they're going to help you gain clarity, and maybe they will, but I have two questions for you. The first question I have, and that I had for this person, was, are you asking the right questions? And what I mean by that is, by answering those questions, will you gain enough clarity and have the answer you want that will help you to move forward? Okay? And then my follow-up question for you, and many of you who work with me have heard this before, is, now that you know, what are you going to do about it? So, on the new relationship front, again, very, very similar. But this person did not want to be what they were. So they were talking about wanting to make change. And so as they were asking their questions, am I going to fail again? What if I bring back the old patterns? And why do I keep attracting the same people? And why am I attracted to the same people? Will this person stray? Will this person leave me? Will this person realize that I'm not good enough for them? And again, I want to ask you the same question. Are you asking the right questions? Is that going to help you to gain clarity? And once you know those answers, is that really going to help you to move forward? My question for you is, now that you know what you know, what are you going to do about it? If you don't like that behavior, change it. If you want a new behavior, find that new behavior, gain clarity, try it out. Whether you are in a relationship that's ending or that needs rebuilding, or whether you're in a relationship that's budding and you don't want to mess it up, ask yourself this. Not, what don't I have? How will I fail? What if this goes wrong? How about some questions like, okay, what do I want more out of? What can I do? What are my strengths here? How can I use them here? What can I do to help? What can I do to serve him or her, or serve myself? How can I make this better? How can I improve? How can I adapt? Those are the questions that can really help you to move forward. Those are real action-oriented questions. So let's move along then to the career front. We talk about people losing jobs left and right, homes foreclosing, my goodness, being overqualified and not being able to find jobs as a result. And then we talk about those who are, struggling with their own businesses, and they decide they want to go back into the corporate world and get a corporate position because it affords them financial stability. We've got two very different scenarios going on there as well. And a lot of the questions I'm hearing is, what if I'm too old? What if I'm too qualified? What if I have too many skills? What if I make too much money and they don't believe I'm good enough for this position and they don't want to hire me? Or what if I'm not a good enough person doing all the things I want to do in life because I just resorted back to getting a corporate job again and gaining financial stability when I wanted to be an entrepreneur? And all these questions, again, I believe they are important, don't get me wrong. But again, if you knew the answers to those questions, how will that serve you? How will that help you? And then I follow up again and say, now that you know, what are you going to do about it? We can't define ourselves by the title we hold, the position we have, the role we're in, or our job descriptions. We must define ourselves by who we are as a person. And regardless of whether we hold a job or not, regardless of the money we're making, how much are we going to be able to convince others that we are credible and that we are of self-worth if we don't own that confidence and we don't exude that confidence? And the only way we can do that is if we continue to believe in our self-worth. When I lose a job, have I lost an arm? Have I lost a limb? I'm still the same person. I still have my skills. I still have the same qualities and talents and experience, none of that changes. The only thing that changes is a material title, is a material job description, is the financial backing of a salary that I can expect every 1 or 2 weeks. But did that really change who I was as a person? That's a compelling question to ask. Now that you know what you know, what are you going to do about it? And then lastly, we talk about self. We talk about how we feel within, our inner body image, our outer body image. Just feeling beautiful, handsome. We want to exude confidence on the outside and look physically attractive. And so a lot of the times we struggle with our weight. A lot of the times we struggle with our nutrition and our exercise. And so I hear people, I've coached people who have talked about wanting to lose weight and how they believe losing weight will help them to get the job that they want, help them to attract a boyfriend or a girlfriend, and will help them to just have more confidence and change their behavior from negativity to more positivity and energy. And what I will say is this. I completely agree that what we feel on the inside definitely reflects on the outside. But again, you have to feel that on the inside. So masking, if you feel miserable or depressed or ugly on the inside, masking it on the outside won't do anything but just give you temporary, self-gratification and temporary satisfaction. You've got to work on it from the inside out. And so what I ask you to consider is, now that you know what you know, what are you going to do about it? Okay, for example, why do you emotionally eat? Why do you not feel like working out at the gym? Why would you rather, drive your car than to maybe walk down the block to the neighborhood grocery store? I mean, ask yourself certain questions, and it doesn't have to be major questions. It could be minor questions that can really help you gain clarity as to why you have certain habits, why you do the things that you do that don't serve you. And the only reason they don't serve you is because you're unhappy about it, right? I'm not here to judge you. I'm not here to criticize you. I'm not here to tell you what you are doing or what you aren't doing is right or wrong. But most likely, if you're talking to me, there's something you want to change, something you want to improve, and something that you want to see get better. And so I'm here to ask you, now that you know what you know, what are you going to do about it? And so I'm going to wrap up here. I'm going to wrap up here by telling you that being resourceful is so many things. And let me define it a little bit more for you. Being resourceful is being able to, number one, know what kind of resources you have that you can offer other people. Okay? So that's you being able to give, you being able to donate, you being able to contribute, you being able to sell your talents, your gifts, your time, your expertise. Fill in the blank. It's you learning what your resources are that you can offer others. Also, it is learning how to ask for help, ask for support, leverage connections and resources that you already have or that you can acquire. You don't have to carry all the weight on your shoulders, and we don't always have to be a jack of all trades, okay? It's about finding experts in many different areas of your life and asking for their help and asking for their support, because I'm telling you right now, experts and resources are almost always, I say almost always because I haven't had anybody decline me yet, but they're almost always willing to help you any way possible to see you succeed and to see themselves succeed in helping you to succeed. Just as I feel like I am that type of resource as a result. And finally, very importantly, is being able to receive, accept the resources that come your way. See the doors and the windows of opportunity opening up for you, and learning how to grasp onto it and make decisions and take action when these things show up for you, when these people show up for you. Collaborate more, network more, talk more to people, ask people questions, give back, and receive the support and help that they want to offer you. Okay? Learn how to be more resourceful. It can help you enrich your life, your career, or your relationship. I was able to do it. I'm still doing it. It's in my book that's coming. All right, I'm excited. Come see me next week. Awesome topic of conversation. Talk to you later.